ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is today leading his party's Lijima campaign in the Northwest. It will be the first time Ramaphosa makes a public appearance here in South Africa following the announcement of the top 6 ahead of the conference. He received the majority of nominations for the party's president position ahead of former Treasurer General Dr. Zweli Mkhize. The Lijima campaign is aimed at renewing the organization's social contract with communities. We take you there live now, where we find Refiloe Seboko at the Itsoseng township Crafts Center. This is where the president of the ANC's convoy has just touched down. Refiloe, as he arrives there, what is he expecting, or what are the expectations rather from community members that you have been speaking to throughout the course of the morning?
Good morning, Dudu, once again, and good morning to our viewers. Just outside Handicraft Center, this is where the convoy of the president has just arrived. The youth also and residents as a whole are expecting to some fruitful engagement that the president will be doing today. Also, they are saying that the visit by the president, they are hoping that it will bear some positive results. Remember that the youth of Itsoseng also are some of those that are faced with socio-economic problems such as substance abuse, teenage pregnancy, youth unemployment, together with some GBV incidents, amongst others. Issues of teenage pregnancy is one of those things that are of a challenge when you talk to issues of socio-economic problems in Itsoseng township, and equally with other townships as well in the country. Allow me to welcome one of the young people of Itsoseng, Thuli Budumela. He is a resident and a youth here in Itsoseng. Thank you so much for your time and welcome to Newzroom Africa. As a young person, what are you hoping and expecting by this visit, the president? And go le tshwenya go le kae o tlhalosa ntla ya bagodi gore bagolo ba sokola ka metsi le akanya gore mathata ao a ka rarabolwa jang go le tshwenya go le kae o le moagi?
We have a reservoir in Itsoseng that's supposed to give us water. Ke botsa why metsi a sa tswe ko reservoir nya metsi, like re kopela gore reservoir e bankangwe re nne le metsi dilo tse dintse ba tla tlang ba re fa tsone di tla tla morago ela re ka kra metsi, because I stay with an 80-year-old grandmother. Like I stay at my business at my internet cafe, so I have to every morning wake up to go fetch her water, and then I lose customers in the process because I have to get her water. Yeah.
And besides water, as a young person, some of the challenges that you would want to be addressed.
Nyaope. Like Nyaope, it has taken a rise in Itsoseng. Like even the girls now are on to Nyaope. So we'd love for at least one rehabilitation center. They should take these people to rehabilitation center so that they can be helped, because like not so long ago, but in a they took a TV. So like eliminate the drugs, and then we'd be cool. Yeah.
And when what does the president's visit to Itsoseng mean to you as Mosha wa Itsoseng?
For us, like, it means the world that at least he knows of a place called Itsoseng, and he would come and see Itsoseng and they haven't brought that into attention. So whatever that just in the like
Dudu, he's explaining that he hopes that the president, when he comes here, he will be making promises that they will be able to keep. And when I was asking him that one of the challenges, water remains a challenge in Itsoseng township for years now, and he also touched on an issue of a reservoir that was built. That reservoir has been there just as you enter Itsoseng by that road when you just pass Itsoseng Hospital and you enter into Itsoseng township. There's a reservoir there. That reservoir has been there for years. It was supposed to alleviate issues of water challenges in Itsoseng township. However, he was also touching on that to say water remains a challenge in Itsoseng Itsoseng, though there's a reservoir that was supposed to come as a solution, but there's issues of water. He was also explaining of issue of break-ins into houses, explaining that he lives with an 80-year-old grandmother, and he's reliving an incident where there was a break-in at home. They took a plasma TV. You'll remember that was also one of the challenges when we were talking to Refiloe earlier, to say that these crime incidents that are happening in Itsoseng, where people are breaking into people's house, taking these plasma TVs, there's a hole that had been digged just outside the township, and these plasma TVs are going there. But also issue of drugs in Itsoseng, issues of substance abuse that is affecting particularly youth in Itsoseng. He touched on that. Nyaupe in particular remains to be a challenge, remains to be something that young people in Itsoseng continue to use, equally in other townships as well in the country as a whole. He's hopeful, was explaining that this visit by President Cyril Ramaphosa, as a young person, he's hoping that he will make promises that they will keep. And it's not just, when they're just speaking and not acting into the promises that they continue to make. And that convoy that just walked, or rather drove into here, this is Handicraft Center, one of the engagements that will be happening with officials together with community members, and also to touch on issues of service delivery, substance abuse, youth unemployment in Itsoseng, amongst others, that the president they're expecting that the president will address today.
Fresh from his visit in the United Kingdom, where the red carpet was literally rolled out for President Cyril Ramaphosa, he comes home to no pomp and ceremony, at least in Itsoseng. He drives on the dusty streets and the roads there, where community members have been complaining that they do not have tarred roads. A young person just asking for a simple, basic human right, which is water.